YouTube. Let everybody know that we are here. My name is Gabriel Stockton, and this is Watercolor Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching this on the replay, join us on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific time. My name is Gabriel Stockton, and we've been doing this since 2020. And we are diving into a new series where we've been doing these as double features kind of thing. We are gonna finish up part 2 tonight with covered bridges. Now, my name is Gabriel Stockton. You can also go to my website at Gabriel Stockton Fine Art, and you could join up and find out what's going on by you're all coming back. All right, we had to start our video over because it was the wrong format, and you seen my face. Hello, tell me where you're from. So we have an upcoming workshop. So if you're new here, we do 4 workshops a year every 3 months. So each quarter we're doing a workshop, and I'll wait for a few more people to hop on here because this is a part 2, and some of you are excited to paint along with me. The upcoming workshop, if you want to know about that, you'll go over to GabrielStocktonFineArt.com. You'll see a pop-up to join the newsletter, and I send out a newsletter. I'm doing them more often, and there's going to be just updates on when we can get together. The workshops, how it works, it's going to be now, you've asked to do not back-to-back Saturday and Sunday or Monday and Tuesday. What we're going to do is we're going to do one Saturday, and then you'll have a whole week to work on your projects, and then come back that following Saturday. So this next one starts March 8th. And if you're watching this a replay some years down the road, come join the most recent one. And we got people hopping on here, so I'm gonna switch my camera, and there's probably people watching the replay on this now. And let's do that. Here we go. And now we should see, yes, you are now seeing my palette, and hopefully not my pants. You know, I bumped this silly thing. There we go. Here's my palette. Here's my sketch. If you didn't see the previous video, hey, I see you guys logging on. Say hello in the comments. I will be first using my mop brush. We want to do all of our light colors first. All right. I'm going to hop over to, I'm going to pull up my image. There's the drawing. There's Marie. Hello, hello. And I am going to pull up my folder of our wonderful reference photo. So today, you're kind of getting a taste of what this workshop of painting some bridges are. So here's our photo reference, and this is in Pennsylvania, on our way back coming from I want to say the Getty. Yeah, not the museum. Shoot. It's where they had the big war. Gettysburg. There it is. Nice. And I think someone just put that. And Mind Your Own Business is here. Hello. Welcome back. And so I love hungry artists. I'll know if you're a hungry artist if you show up to these and you come to class and you sign up for the workshop. So the first thing I want to show you real quick, in case you weren't here last week, is when I have a composition, and this one, do you see these little tick marks? This is called the rule of thirds, and it's kind of like a tic-tac-toe board. And this helps us be good visual tellers. And what we have here is a way to divide this up so we don't put anything in the center. Now, this particular subject, it's more about the ground, okay? So, for instance, here's that tick mark here and this tick mark here. So guess what? There's a tree that comes here, and then there's the building like this, and then it comes down and kicks and over. So look, we really don't see much sky, right? And this goes up just a titch more. But who's keeping score? All right. So we don't need much sky in this picture because guess what? There's some sky down here. And that's pretty cool shape. I'm always looking at shapes, whether if it's a negative or positive shape, all right? Remember when we used to take photographs, it was positive and negative shape on those negatives. We would have to get our film. All right. Hey, there's 7 of you, and some of you have not said hello and where you're watching from. Come on. Don't be shy. Don't be sneaking in here. So, do you see my messy Susan Little? Oh, I love Susan Little. It would be debatable who loves who. It's awesome relationship. Susan Little is an amazing lady out in Texas. You're all amazing people. Each and every one of you. You are artists that are coming up, and you're going to be awesome world changers. So, this is when I clean my palette, because I need a really nice, pretty blue for that sky. Yes, there are some clouds there, and I'm going to plug in our little friend so you can still have the photo reference. Now, a photo reference you're going to learn in the workshop on covered bridges is it's just that. How I use it is if I forget or if something in here kind of gets unclear in my mind, I glance back over there. There's one thing I haven't done yet, is that's get out my friend here, the kneaded eraser. Now, remember when we used to say, hey, can Bobby come over and do Play-Doh? And all 9 of you have hopefully played with Play-Doh. If not, you're not too old. Go get some. I'm going to roll this out just like we did with the Play-Doh. See that? You might not be able to see it just because of the camera and the lighting, but I can still see it, all right? And I can see it because I have muscle memory, and I know since I drew this picture by hand, there's things going on. There's 5 senses that are going on that's helping me still see this. Now, the sky. I'm not gonna put clouds in here. Okay, but maybe we might get fancy and put something here. All right, so here we go. Let's just test out this color. And that is blue, blue, blue. All right, but I'm gonna knock it back with just a little bit of lavender. I'm gonna do it here. Okay, make sure you have enough paint. And so I had manganese blue. That's manganese blue right there. Okay, now I'm just gonna take water in my mop brush. And see this bead? I'm gonna pick up right off of that bead. Now we're getting this really lovely wash. Okay, I'm gonna take this little napkin, paper towel. I like Viva Select. Viva Select has always been the watercolor favorite of choice. I just picked up some of that and I brought it down there. I'm gonna come over here, and then from here I'm gonna feather in, land the plane, come on down like this. There might be some clouds in there, but am I trying to make the clouds that are in the photo reference? Not at all. Okay. Now there's one thing we didn't do last week, and there's several things we didn't do last week. I've got that little building back there, and that is creating distance. But see, there's a little bit of light shining through here. So I'm actually going to take that blue and go right through underneath this eave. And right underneath this eave. Okay. Now, when I show this to you, don't go cray-cray on me. You're just going to press with a clean area and go once, twice, once, twice. What I see people doing, I come by their work area and they go dun, 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 dun. And you know what that's doing? You ever get one of these, big bully, gave you a noogie? Most of you ladies, no. Unless you had that, what's that one girl that was a bully? Most likely not. I'm going to do a little love piece right here. I rarely do this, but while I have that blue there, so we don't run out of this blue, I'm going to come right here and go right like this. I typically don't do this in my way of painting, but this is our YouTube channel where let's have fun. And the other thing is we're only here for about an hour, maybe in 15 minutes. Now, you're probably going, well, Gabriel, why don't you paint like this? Well, I'm going to show you just 1 second. A little more of this manganese blue. And I'm going to do this little wah, 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 like this. Okay. See this? That could be a cloud. All I got to do is just put some water right in here. Touch that one. Leave that one. Touch this one. Leave that one. Touch this one. Boom. But there are no triangles in a cloud or hard edges. The reason why I don't do this here and here, this area of our paper is not wet. Okay? Now I gotta be careful because I'm giving you secrets that I would normally tell in the workshop. There's one other little ounce of white blue that's just right here. It's super light. I'm gonna get in there and just get out. Now, while I have blue there, and I take yellow and blue make what? Put it in the comments. it makes green. So I get that. Okay. Now, what happens if I put yellow down? That's not yellow. And it's fine, because now it is. I'm putting this yellow down, and I'm going to scroll back out of there. There's this, and there's my little painter dude. Remember, we decided to put a little painter guy in here. Plein Air guy. Plein Air is so popular now. It's wonderful. Try it sometime. And there's this. So check it out. There's this yellow. Now this yellow green is something that we might see in the fall, but it's springtime. So guess what? We're gonna take some blue, clean my brush. I'm gonna get that same blue, okay, and I'm gonna just drop the blue in there, and that's really blue, right? So that tells me maybe I'm not gonna mix it on the paper, I'm gonna mix it over here. Okay, so look at this. Does that look like spring green to you? I think it looks like a springtime. And I gotta save his little art easel with his paper. He hasn't done much painting. He's been just enjoying his snacks his lovely wife sent him with. And here we go. Look at that. We've got some green down. All right. Where else can we put this green? Well, this tree is more of a winter tree, but we're going to make a spring tree out of that one, but not yet. We can do this one, though. There's a tree behind this wall in our little building. This is the first half of this tree. We're going to come back with another brush and do some other work with it. Oop, like that. Now, friends, we have a background, a foreground, and a middle ground, which makes not just good movies, but good paintings. All right? I said good. I did not say great. This trees back here are a little bit further away, so they're kind of a little more gray. So, how do we make a grayish green? Put it in the comments. Or maybe you just saw me do it. Dun, dun, dun. That's right, if you cheated and watched me, then put it in the comments. I'll check the comments here in 2 seconds. Comments. Hey, hello from Battle Creek, Michigan. And Debbie's here. Late, but finally here. All right. So I see 2 people here of the people that have signed up for the workshop so far. That's awesome. So there's that. So we mix the complement to make a nice green. So if I have blue, we add orange. If we have green, we add red. And you make some nice grays. All right. So, but there's another green in there. And I'm going to add some yellow in that blue again. Manganese Hue Blue by Daniel Smith. There's a little green right here on the other side. Look at that. Right there. So, now we're getting some crazy buckling, and we better be careful. If you're not painting on an angle and you're painting flat, you probably have some serious buckling, and uh-oh, that's scary. All right, let's get into the star of the show, which is what our workshop is about, and that is our covered bridge. So I have my mop brush and I have some reds over here. This is a pyro orange with some pyro red. Ooh, give my secrets away on the YouTubes. And I'm gonna put that pyro orange, and that's really warm. Look at that. So that's interesting. And we're gonna drop this in like that. And is that what our photo is? I don't know. The front of over here is getting some light. Where is the sun in this picture? That's one of the things you've got to always consider. Where's the sunlight coming from? We've got some little struts right in here. This is called pattern and also variation. I did not measure these out. I quickly drew them in, and I'm quickly painting them in. Now I'm gonna connect all those little struts on our next part, and I just painted through the tree. That's right. There's a tree here, but when I paint the tree over the top, we're gonna see the red through. I've been seeing some paintings out there. People are leaving this all white and then painting a tree, and then they look through the tree and it's white, when we should be seeing the color of the thing. This is gonna come here and right across like this. Look at that. That is just, that looks like my painting from when I was in junior high. Let's take this to a painting that will look like something that belongs in a museum. That's what's different than last week. Last week we were just looking at the colors. I'm gonna swap over to my Perla brush, and guess what? I've got rhythm, I got pattern. Who could ask for anything more? Do you know that movie? Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's get, you should be joyful. This kind of painting is a super joyful. I got some cool red there, and now I'm adding some warm red to it because, friends, I'm making that shadow. Okay, so that is not dark enough. So what I'm gonna do is add some brown. That's definitely not getting darker. Oh, now I can add some blue. This time I'm at a warm blue. That's called ultramarine. This is kind of, I would say violet. All right. And who else is here? Add red and green and it makes it neutral. That's right, Susan. All right, here we go. There's a nice dark right underneath that Eve. And I'm gonna test it. And I like that. I like this kind of colorful black. So you can paint this in bits and pieces coming over like this, instead of trying to paint one straight line like a crazy person. Well, if I'm gonna put that dark there, I'm gonna put this dark right here. And oh my goodness, it just made that really cute opening of our building. Just too cute. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to paint those little struts here, and there's one right above it, in case I forget. There's one right there. There's one right above that one. There's one above this one. And this is creating rhythm and variety. And so if I goofed on my drawing, that's where I can make it right here. Okay? I'm now gonna grab this wonderful goodness, and this is a transparent medium, so I'm still see that nice orangey wonderful red. I'm leaving just a hint of it. I'm not completely covering it up. What I'm saying to you, friend, is there's a little edge of red in there. All right. And dun dun dun, there's a nice dark right here on the edge I left out. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm gonna grab a little bit of lunar black and put it on that side. And just so I don't forget, there is a little edge I do need to leave of the red. So I'm gonna pick back up right here. Right there. Okay. So covered bridges, people love these. And I'm afraid to take this to my studio because I know it will sell. They go quick. You know why? People love them. They're nostalgic. People are really still loving nostalgia. And the funny thing is, people come visit San Diego and they go, we have a covered bridge. Maybe one not like this because this is a double length one. Okay. All right. There is a little more red coming in here now. And the next swipe right here, connecting all of those. We practiced it the first time, and now we're doing it like we mean it. Like this. Now, we're going to come right in here. I need to scoot over just a little bit. This gets a little bit darker underneath that one. Sometimes I'm leaving a little kiss line. Sometimes I'm not. If you don't know what kiss line is, sign up for the workshop. All right. Now, there's little crisscrosses in here. There's a crisscross up here. A crisscross there. Crisscross. Crisscross. And then they kind of get less and less as we're getting up to the front. So this is kind of fun and ugly and messy and just why I need to have you have fun at this part of the painting. If you start getting too tight and controlled, about the time we get down here, you're going to be exhausted. You're going to want a nap. You're going to want to like not finish it. And that's not fun. Look at that. And I can still paint on this area. Why? Because it's still wet. That's right. This is getting a little darker in there. Now, we talked last week, if I do that, I can just go whoop. And now, don't try to paint the photo exactly the way it is, or you're not going to enjoy the process, the fun part. This has more openings down on this one, more over this way. Look at that. This is a fun one. I'm enjoying this. I hope you are too. Oh, you know what? I showed this last week, and I can show it again this week. So I load my brush, and I squeeze it, because you know what happens? Sometimes we forget our fan brush. And we can do this little dude like that. See that? Now, I can just go right here and come across, and it's gonna make those cool layers. Look at that. Are you kidding me right now? And then I come back this way, and I don't have to paint each one of these darn things. See those? It's right there. Now, I'm gonna take a little lunar black, come right back in here. See, I brought that mixture back. Now this is gonna get nice and dark right here. And a little dots and dashes coming right across like that. Okay. And now a nice little dark right under here. You save your darks for the end. Okay. There's a dark right in here. But my goodness, somebody's not doing their job. They didn't tell me. Gabriel, excuse me, pardon me, Gabriel, you didn't do the roof yet. That's true. And I'm gonna put this little thing here and then a little lavender. I'm gonna charge that. Boom. Look at that. That is just, that's a big old gob of paint right there. And that's okay, because I just lift that up. And that's done there. There is some cool little red rocks right in here. The little bumpity bumps right in there. A couple other little rocks right in here. Like that. You gotta put something down, and then you know where to take the next stage. If you don't put anything down, you won't know what to do. There's some down here. And guess what? There's ones underneath. That's right. Don't do this super tight and controlled. You will be exhausted. You'll just want to just not finish it. And there's little cute little tiny ones the further away we get. Like that. And even more little smaller ones right in here. And there's this little crease thing guy. And there's this one's coming here. There's a reflection of them. Oh my goodness. Does it have to be perfect? Well, guess what? There is one lady out there, or one gentleman that wants it perfect. But they're not going to buy this painting. And you don't want them to buy it because, well, we don't make perfect paintings. We make fun, great paintings. This is Moon Glow with a little bit of some dark stuff. I have no idea, but all I know is right here, it's dark. See that? Dark stuff. If you leave some little lines under there, that means, guess what? You did a good job. That means you didn't color it in like it's a paint by numbers. Okay. Now, we've got this just sitting here going, Gabriel. And a little more redder. And that's right, we're gonna do this. What? Okay. We're gonna come back to this dark, dark, dark. And we're gonna do this. Why? Because this is a soft shape. It's in the water. It's not a hard shape. Okay, now I really like this shadow shape. It comes this way, and then it comes down, and that's really dark, right? So all I gotta do is control the water and bring that over. Don't paint in all your little cute rocks though. And lunar black is a black. I like lunar black because what? Lunar black is a transparent transparent black. Okay, it does not come from outer space. It's not the lunar. Okay, I'm really being silly. Lunar black is a transparent black that, well, you know when you buy those little art kits and it comes with a black, and that's usually a black that's made with burnt chicken bones. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you that that black, Mars black, is made with burnt chicken bones. Okay, look at this. This is looking fun. It's gonna come right back one more time. Now with some water, soften that edge. We are coming along. This gets a little bit darker in here. We can do this because why? It's still wet. That's right. Back to this red, and we're here. Okay, and I should have painted some blue in here. Shame, but we will do some crisscrosses like this, and then a nice little dark. Okay, and then some red right here, a dark red. I'm gonna check the comments, see if I have any questions about the upcoming workshop, or other questions you might have. All right, there's all that wonderful stuff. And this is kind of wiggly and fun, and this is water moving. Look at that. Yep. Does that look like a reflection? Let me know. If it doesn't. All right. This is gonna dry, and then it's gonna go a little bit darker. All right. This little area, my friend, is gonna cool down right in here. Oh, see, I make mistakes too. We'll try this blue. Cool it down. There we go. Fun. I am painting this for the painting's sake, not, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I am. That looks like a painting, okay? This is a photograph that's gonna make you crazy, because look, these are all nice and crispy, and these are all crazy and wavy and just, oh my goodness, it's like fingers on a chalkboard. And I'm making that just look like a reflection. Hey, look, it kind of looks like we have a little cloud down here. That's adorable. All right. Let's look at our little house back here. And, wait, before I do that, there's someone on here watching right now. They got one of these tiny little brushes. Thank you to Lauren McCracken. He gave me this 0. This is a versatile. So this is a really soft. So I know it's gonna make some really light lines. This down here is gray titanium. And I'm gonna go add it to that blue. I'm gonna add just now a little bit of orange. Little bit. There it is. And I'm not gonna mix it all the way. How are we doing on time? 39 minutes. All right. So check it out. I'm gonna do a little edge right here. Like that. Now, why did I put the orange? Oh my goodness. There's gonna be a bird in here now. Why did I put orange? Can someone tell me? There's this little edge here. There's another little edge there. Here's another edge. Another edge. Another edge. Now this is a metal roof, so it's a newer roof. Sorry for all you historical people that are looking for how to paint old vintage ones. We will be doing one in the workshop. Old-timey one. I'm going to put some lavender in there now. Now, did someone say why I put an orange in there? Kevin Liddell said, so much fun. Oh my gosh, Kevin, I have the funniest photo to show you. I will text it to you. And we got another Ken Joyce here from Whitehall, Michigan. Hello, welcome. And we got Lisa, hello from the Gulf Coast. And have they changed the name of the Gulf Coast yet? And then and red and green. Yep, that's right. So funny story. So I can't send the picture to all of you. Okay. But there was this guy today over in our little art village. Really nice, clean-cut gentleman. He was dressed like maybe he is an athlete. And Kevin, you're gonna love this story, and you're gonna love the picture. This gentleman was sitting there with his sunglasses on and just minding his own business, maybe doing some schoolwork or I don't know, some admin stuff or something. And it was so adorable because I had to say this to him. But when I walked by him, he had like an athletic shirt on and he had some. And that's my alarm telling me it's time for dinner. The guy had these athletic shorts on, and you know when you sit down, they go shorter? Well, he was sitting at a table that has a pattern on it. And the pattern, this is so funny. I know I'm going down a rabbit hole. But the pattern of the table. So here's the table, right? And it kind of weaves like this. Weaves like this. And then it kind of weaves the other way. Okay. And then it weaves. They almost weave like an 8. And so the sunlight is shining, and this young man is sitting here and his legs are under the table, and so I have to now. That's one picture. Now let's just zoom in under the table. Here's a pair of very strong manly legs, and I'm not gonna make perfect legs right now, and those are really bad legs. And this is what his legs look like underneath the table. And put in the comments what you think that looked like he's wearing with shorts. So quite funny. Yes, it looked like he was wearing fishnet stockings, and it was super, super silly. But I had to show him. And he looked down and just gave me that look like I just told him a really bad like father or like a dad joke. And Then he did laugh, just like if I told him a dad joke. And life is so fun. You've got to find the humor out there. You've got to just have joyful days. Who wants to go around just bickering all day? Look at all this. You know, I can do this real quick. I'd rather do this real quick like this. Okay. When I do that really quick, now I'll look at this and go, where can I now make this look like it makes some sense? And we put some of these, okay? And yes, all you're probably thinking about now is fishnet stockings. And some places, yeah, that's quite fine. I don't know what reaction he would get like that in like Texas or something, but San Diego, yeah, you can get away with it. But anyway, when you're painting all this tedious line work, the worst thing you could do is put your elbow on the table and put your chin on your hand and just be bored. If this stuff right here is really boring and you don't want to do all that tedious work, what you can do is just bump through this really nice. Now I can straighten up that new roof, darn new roof, and here. Now we're ready to go to that little house, okay? And yes, the lamp from the Christmas Story, you're right. And Cindy Harper said lace. Yep. Haha. Lisa said that. It's funny. So much fun. Kevin, you have no idea. It was fun. So sometimes I don't use a mop brush on this tight, tedious stuff. But the first thing I'm gonna do, I like that little green tree. So I'm gonna take my yellow, mix it in here with this blue stuff. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit of lavender. This is a light green tree, far away. And he's back behind our little chimney, which is gonna push the chimney, little white chimney, out in front like so. Now, I'm not looking at the photo reference. I'm looking at what is good for the painting. That is key. All right. Now, I've got some, this is either Minnesota pipestone or burnt sienna. I'm gonna put it right here. Now I'm gonna make a gray by going over here to cobalt blue. Look at that. There's my roof color, almost. Maybe a little more burnt sienna. Ooh, yeah, look at that. We don't want this roof too warm. If it's warmer than our little bridge here, we're gonna have a sad painting time because this roof will come too far forward. Let's do that right in front of our chimney and right below the tree. Now it comes to the next chimney and down. Now paint that in like it's one lovely shape and you have your nice little roof right there. All right. The next thing I see is a little white edge and then a nice little shadow shape. Lavender with some lovely little warmth. And I'm gonna leave a little white. This is a little tight, and that's what I love about this tip on this brush. I can leave that little kiss line. I could leave that nice and tight. This comes down like this and right there. Now, there is a little edge of this building right there. Whew. All right. And there's these little windows right here. One here and one here. Okay. There is some stuff on that little chimney right there. And there's this little edge right there. And then down. And we're back to another tree. But look at that. Photo reference is not helping me. So I'm going to take a little bit of that purple, a little bit of this green, make this grayish green, and I'm going to make a fuller tree right here, like that. See that? And if you don't have a good edge on that chimney, you could make that tree bigger. But I think I've got to stop though, because look, we've got this dude coming next. Just like that. This helps us create some distance. Okay? Well, I can take a little more yellow, add it to that. And now we've got some of this stuff that's closer. There's another hedge of shrubbery right in here. Okay? Look at that. Is it in our reflection? Not really. There's a little thing right here. But it's not even gonna be noticeable because guess what? When I put my mat on my painting, I'm gonna just see that. Alright. Such is life. Well, I'm not getting into these bricks yet. But I could get into a couple of these little right in here. And right in there. Look at that. I'm going to take a little bit of that purpley blue. And this right here is a different panel. So right here, it turns. See that? And then this. And there's a little shadow under there. And there's a little shadow here. So let's go ahead and do that one. Nice. Went a little far. All right. We now have this area done. We don't need to put any more details. Scrolling in here is a bad idea because you know what I see? Oh, well, what about that? And then what about that? There's a little window in there, and there's a tiny window there, and there's these bigger windows. That's way far back there. We don't need that information. All right. Now, let's get over here. And I don't want to make this a third one, so we're going to try to speed this puppy up. And what I'm looking for, you need a brush that's just nice and old. And eventually you'll have one of these. And I'm not going to dip it in the water. I want it nice and dry. Because we're going to make some dry brushing. Okay. Right in here. This is kind of sparse right in there. Now it gets nice and dark and thick. I'm adding some of that red. I don't mix it all the way. Bring this coming in here like this. This now is going to help that little edge. And let's do that part right there first. Now I'm going to get my brush wet. Now I got the brush wet. Trying to find a little tip. Hey, we're plugged in. Why are you asking me to? Now, I need this little white. So right above here, it's up and down, like this, like that. Grab a little bit of bluish dark. Put a few of those in there. There we are. Look at that. We've got now a nice little white edge again. And guess what? You can do a little boop. Just a little bit. Don't. The problem is we get in there and we don't get out. Alright. Remember last week we got that one really cool brush? And you're like, Gabriel, that's not fair. So this is a perla, but it's a flat. Look at that. Or, is this a flat or is this a bright? Put it in the comments. What do you think it is? Is it a flat or is it a bright? What are the differences? Do you know? I'm curious. You will know if you watched my video I posted a while back. I'm cooling this down. Cool it down. Look at that. Okay, well if I'm gonna cool that down, cool this down. Cool that down. Leave some, because some of these bricks, they are not perfect. And I'm not putting FB hashtag 15. Nope. All right. Now, I'm back to my green. Here it is. Oh, that is too wet. Too wet. We're gonna get some blue. I'm gonna get some yellow. Get some blue. Now, look at this. Ooh, this tree is happy. Happy. A little moon glow. You know me and my moon glows. Look at this tree. You want to paint this in a way that we're still seeing through the tree. Okay. If I take my little rag here, and now these are sparse. Okay, come on down this way. Look at that. Isn't that fun, friends? You're seeing through this tree. This now is pushing. We pushed that background back. We brought this forward. Now we're pushing it back. Push, pull, push, pull. You know what else I could do with that really cool flat? I could do these. For all you controlled freaks. Okay, that was below the belt, Gabriel. If you want some control, watch this. There's some little parts like this. Like that. And this way. Kevin, do you do this in your painting? No, I did not call Kevin a control freak. But Kevin does like details. He gets some good details though. Well, while I have that, I could do this shadow under our friend. Make this a fun shadow, please. Don't make it like a blob. This is uneven grass. Look at that. That is just fun. And you know what this guy did? Just for all of you. He wore a red shirt. Yes, he did. But he's in the sun, so we're adding orange to his red shirt. So here's his red shirt. Leave some white on his shoulders. Okay. But then that red shirt goes into the shade. So we add some cool red. Moving on down. Leave that white. We leave whites in watercolor sometimes. Okay, that shirt's a little long there, Gabriel. We, friends, need to put pants on him. This isn't like those other streaming shows. Oh my goodness. We are watching this one show and I'm like, how is this a streaming show? It should be rated for adults or something. And here's some pants. We're gonna put some blue jeans on him. Now there's not much light here, so those pants are gonna go into the grass, into the shadow, and then we get a wonderful sense of light. And that's he's got really long legs. He's tall. Let's bend one knee up. Does that work? This works. We put a fingernail in here and scratch. So one thing I am working on is a PDF book for you all. I've been teaching long enough and it's time to offer a fun PDF book. Well, this guy's he's not in San Diego, but he's gonna have his Padre hat. And here's his painting with his easel. And how many are you here? I didn't even notice yet. 13. Where is everybody today? So this easel is coming like this. And then it kicks out like that. This is one of those new fancy easels. And there's a tray on it holding his watercolors like this. And there's some water container. There's this edge. He's holding his paintbrush. And let's get in to the nitty-gritty. And what I'm gonna do is, you know what I'm gonna do? In my little handy-dandy little pouch thingy here, I've got these travel brushes. And the thinner ones. How do you know of these travel brushes which ones are the small ones? Guess what? It's a little thinner. Kind of. These are by Escoda. And I'll show you. There's one, not as. And this one is a number 6. What? This is a number 4. Thank you to Escoda for sending these to me when I became a brand ambassador. There we go. Let's go with the 4. But you know, they all have great tips. I probably could use the 6 just like a 4 and a 2, but they definitely have different shapes. See that? All 15 of you with 8 thumbs up. Thank you very much. All right. Padre hat. He's from San Diego. I don't know where you're from. Well, you did. Maybe you told me where you're from. But who's keeping score? So, Padre hat. I'm going to leave some white on the top of that hat first. Towards the back. There's our bill. Now, Jean Brilliant number 2. Daniel Smith has it out in stores now. If it's not in your store, we looked at this color the first of the year. I'm going to put that Jean Brilliant here. But there's shade under his hat. Alright, so there is light on his back. But I could put that Jean Brilliant on his hand. Okay. And he's painting this thing too. So let's put a nice little red right here. Look at that. He's painting with you guys. So silly. This shirt needs a little shape. There we go. Awesome. And then I don't really see his arm, so I'm gonna put a little darker red underneath here. And what? Now we see his big old biceps. All right. You can do so much detail with these little things. Holy cow. Kevin, do you have a Perla little tiny too? This is gonna come here. And I'm gonna put a little blue right in there. A little more blue. You can always go darker. Hey, if you are in the San Diego area, there on Thursdays, Kevin and people at the San Diego Watercolor Society go out and paint. And you can meet him. Now, Comic-Con's coming up real quick, and I will have some stuff in Comic-Con. You do not have to pay to get into the art show for Comic-Con. You do have to pay to get into the rest. So, last year we sold 12 or 13 pieces. Yay. Look at that fun shadow. Alright, so there's a whole area not even touched. But before I go there, there's some grasses here. Some grasses. This is a small brush. What do I need? I need some dry brushing on some grasses here and drop in some water on that. And this is, again, don't treat this too special. Just put something down and we can always come back and put some stuff in here. But I'm also going to put like a signature, right? There's maybe a little bush here. And I'm not putting in the driftwood. Alright, we talked about that last week. How are we doing on time? We are 7 minutes past. Let's round up the cattle and land this plane. Alright, this next part is gonna go really quick. And I need a special brush. My buddy sells this brush, solo. It's a solo flat. And I don't have the information for you right now, but he's also Daniel Smith brand ambassador. So it's like 3 Chinese brushes, okay? And yes, this is bamboo. I'm gonna take this stuff right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this. And then that's not quite what I need. I almost need that like baby poo color. Yeah, there it is. Let's try that again. And here. And here. Like this. What is this doing, friends? I don't have to use one brush. Okay, I'm using 3 in 1. Holy mackerel. Isn't that cool? So, Michael Seleve, that's his name. It's Daniel Smith brand ambassador. He's originally from Russia, but he is living in Canada. And yes, he has a YouTube channel. And you can get this brush from him. Super cool dude. Love and adore him. And look at this stuff. This has to be done in a way that it's intuitive. And that is a hard thing for me to teach, the intuitive part. But if you try to have some broken and soft and fun edges in here, you can create this stuff. And I'm not trying to like not tell you how to paint this, and I don't mean to like, hey, I have this brush and you don't, neener. But you'll get there. You'll come. I never had this brush until I went to Italy like 3 years ago, and he, as a good friend, as good friends do, they give you stuff, and you make friends, and you'll get stuff. Okay. And now I got this green in here, and this has to be painted like nothing else in the painting. Okay. We're gonna get in here, and there's some trees. There's a bunch of verticals, friends. These verticals are reflections. There's another tree. So put that tree above land too. Here. I'm not putting in the colors. I said it last week. And so here's this, and there's some breakage in the water right there. Okay, I did leave that on purpose. Right in there. We got some other little stuff. Just go like this real quick. Alright, and then just scratch your finger. And now add some hard, dark shapes right here. And we are just using the photo as a reference and not driving ourselves crazy to make that perfect hard photo. If you make that perfect thing, you're going to get hard edges where we don't want them. Now, I am going to put some little shapes here that kind of represent the cars, but they're not in the reflection, okay? So there's this shape, that shape. There just has to be something that shows the essence. Show some essence only in paintings. I just went over to a friend's house the other day, Edward Abrams. We've been trying to go to his house for like 2 years, and we finally got it. My wife and I were trying to go hang out with them. And if that one's going that way, this one goes that way. Da-da-da. All right, and Ed Abrams does these amazing paintings. And I was very honored. He did share a couple little secrets with me. Not a ton of them. He doesn't teach people. He used to be an illustrator, and he gets awards like crazy. I got that fuzzy stuff. Now we need some darks in here. Like this. I get some darks back under this roof. We are almost done. Hang in there. We're gonna wrap up this puppy. There we go. This does get a little darker. I like that. A little darker. Okay, I could use the perla too. Like, but we can get some new brushes. You deserve to get some new brushes, because then you don't have artist block. All right, we are looking really close to done. And what do I do right before I'm getting close to done? This is what I do, ladies and gentlemen. I pull the tape back. Why do I pull the tape back? I want to see those lovely, crispy edges. Now, some of you are probably going, Gabriel, what about this? What about that? I'm looking at the photo and we didn't. Okay, hold on. because sometimes it doesn't matter. Because when we just look at the photo, we get a sense, and I think, what do I need to finish? Well, one thing that matters to me, ladies and gentlemen, is the signature. The signature is key, and that is an old pencil. I'm not going to use that one. Well, you know what we're going to do is, this just came in the mail. These are the lovely Susan Little. So much depth in the painting. Thank you so much. These are Tombos, and it comes with a blue one and a green one. The blue one handles the rough and the cold textured paper. The green one's a little bit softer. So I save that for a different paper. We're gonna go right here. And this is my name. Thank you for joining me. Gabriel Stockton. I'm not done yet. And we go like this. I've been asked to show you all how and where to sign. You don't want to put this on the edge. There's going to be a mat that goes on here, okay? And it's going to come into the painting. Now, I do see an area, friends, that needs some love. And where are we? We are 16 minutes in. Can you hang out, all 15 of you, with 12 thumbs up? Can you hang out for another, right about now, 4 minutes and 5 seconds? Give me a thumbs up if you can. This little wall needs a little love. So I'm gonna get some burnt sienna and this lovely mixture in here and a little bit of cobalt blue. And I don't want it too warm. It's gonna come forward. But before I go there, look at these guys. Hey! These guys are darker. But let's look first. Oh my goodness. These are darker too. Neener, neener, neener. Okay, I'm so childish. Hey, when you're having joyful moments painting, it will show in your paintings. I see some people, they look at my paintings and they go, I don't know why, but I just want to smile. I had someone say that just a little while ago, and I said, well, I had such a joyful time painting that picture. And you're just picking up on the vibe. I was vibing. I want some red right here. And some red there. This is when I get into the nitty gritty right in here. And this comes across. Okay. What do we have? We have some rhythms, patterns, and variation. Ladies and gentlemen, jury of the crowd, there's a little orangey orange right here. Okay, this is our lovely story. Gonna get back in here, and this could just use a little boop, like this, and here. Okay, if I'm gonna do that, I need a couple of them just along this edge. And I'm done. Now, here, let's land the plane. Okay, we're gonna get that mixture again. And some cobalt blue. Yeah. Let's compare it to these ones. Ooh, yeah. A couple little more darker ones. I like that. Now, Notice they're lower. Okay? There. Now, over here. Scrolling in. My goodness. I do want to add this little boop here. And a little boop there. And a little tight. And a little tight part right here. And this gets darker, that little edge. If that's darker, this is darker. Okay, there. Look at that. That is, if that was a vegetable, your boy here would be eating that. Look at these. A little too dark. Contrast is, look, now we put those down, and let's put some other masonry in here. Let's now, you don't have to go you know, bonkers in here, but we can now, how do we paint this to make it look like a finished painting? Okay, we are finishing up this. There's some little darker ones in there, but do this. If you want to make sure that when you die and they make sure they know who this painting belonged to, put your fingerprint in the picture. They're going to scan it and they're going to go, oh, hey, this is original Gabriel Stockton. All right, there's some of these. And let's add a little more red. Too red. A little more brown. A little more blue. Look at these. Oh! A little more red. That's alright. I'm not worried about making it mirror image. Okay? Look at that. Little dots and dashes to make that little white ridge. Now, if this was a big, like, if this is a 1/8 sheet, so this is like a 7x10. If this was a full sheet, oh yeah, you bet, I would be in there getting more this cool pattern. But when it's so small and tiny, and it's so far away, we want some of this to just have that essence, but I really like that little bing. All right, so we got a bird. We got a bird. I'm gonna take blue, put it into that gray, take a little orange, I said. Look at that. We have seagulls out here. They have like yellow, red-tailed hawks. Alright. We're gonna put this little bird in here. And we gotta get another bird. They're chasing each other or something. And let's get a third one. He's not supposed to be around the nest. Alright. Well, if there was one last thing that's just bugging me, driving me bonkers, is boom, boom, boom. This tree needs a little love. And what that love is some these little branches. Let's look at these branches. I'm not worried. I don't want to cover up my nice bridge, but what if we had some branches here like this, and here like this, here and coming out here and here. Now, what about some more green stuff? Green stuff, and then we're done. That's right. I hope you watched this video over. Let me know in the comments if you painted along today, because I know some of you were already getting your drawing ready. You had talked to me about it. And look at this tree really starting to... I could even go to some darks. Lauren McCracken black. Oh, Lauren would be like, Gabriel, what did you just do to my colors? I'm kidding. He wouldn't. Look at this. Fingernails. That's gonna dry really pretty. This brush again, real quick. Some of this dry brushing in here. Look at this thing. This thing does this. I know you want it. And yeah, paint through your name. There it is. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna look at the comments real quick. Again, my name's Gabriel Stockton, and you could learn to paint more of these wonderful covered bridges on March 8th, or join us the following Saturday. And Jay said, enjoyed watching you paint. Must be really late in England. Oh, no, that's not Jack. I know who that is. So fun. So much joy, Arlene says, Miss Young. And great piece in 90 minutes. Exclamation marks. Just excellent. Thank you so much. Lisa, y'all have a good week. Happy Mardi Gras. Oh, yes. Big thumbs up from Cindy. Another thumbs up from Jay. So much depth in the painting. And I like the entry to the bridge. Lisa says, looks so good. And Kevin Lindahl, if you're in San Diego, they're going to Miramar Lake tomorrow morning from 9 to 11. If you're in the area, go see Kevin Lindell. And I do too much detail. Try to get looser. You do great paintings. I appreciate and enjoy painting with you. Add a dog, Cindy said. We should someday. Yes. Hi from Argentina. Pablo, hello. Hola. And are all your paints Daniel Smith? Yes, they are, Cindy. And bum, bum, bum. Hey, I love explaining the process to Jay Lamp from the Christmas story. Oh, yes, we were telling the silly story. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. We will be back here next Wednesday. And again, if you want to sign up for that workshop, it's on March 8th. And the following Saturday to sign up for one class is $165. We're painting from 9 to 3 with an hour break. You get a recording. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night. And yes, you can email me at info@GabrielStocktonFineArt.com. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.